Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 7 of Let's Have a Conversation. We're going to get started here in about 60 seconds. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. It is Monday, February 8th, 2021. It's been a very productive day for me. I'm very excited. I got a couple things to announce. A lot of things went down today, man. A lot of things went down last week. A lot of things went down today personally for me. If you're watching, check in, man. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. I do have these in a file, so if you go to my Facebook page, you'll be able to jump and watch previous episodes. Again, thank you guys, everybody, man. We went from 50 views to 75 views to 150 views to it's just growing little by little, and it is amazing, man. I'm getting questions in my inbox. This thing's getting ready to take on a form of its own, and I'm really excited about it. Been talking to some people who want to get interested and involved in some way. People giving me hints and little tricks to make this better. Unfortunately, those things cost money, so it'll be a little bit, but hey, we're moving, we're working. Ah, man. I always start with sports, man. Tom Brady, the GOAT, man. 7 rings, 10 Super Bowls. First quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl in his home stadium, to host and to win. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had the Bucks. I sat down with me and my dad were sitting there and we were eating dinner on a Saturday night before I went to work, and it got brought up, and he's like, "Who do you think?" And I was like, I just can't see Tom Brady not winning it. I know that Chiefs team is stacked with talent. Tyreek Hill, Matthew, however you say his last name, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Le'Veon Bell. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So, guys, Tom Brady's the GOAT, man. 7 rings, been to 10 championships, got 7 rings. Well, I was talking to a buddy of mine today. He said in our generation, we'll probably never see another dominant quarterback like that in our lifetime, and I have to completely agree. So man, it's a good Super Bowl though. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch it live. I was sleeping. I recorded it and I watched it at work or skimmed through it at work. But congratulations, Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Bucks, man, Super Bowl champs. It's been a weird year for sports, and for me, my sports year ends with the Super Bowl. So I'm not, I do watch the college basketball Final Four tournament and March Madness. I watch that. I watch Matt Madness and the Frozen Four. I watch all that stuff, but I'm just not into it like I am with football. So my sports season is over. Kind of getting excited for baseball to come back. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. I'm a big Diamondbacks fan, so we'll see. But let's just jump right into it. Let's just get right into it. I got my points written down, just so you guys know I'm not joking around. I got all my points written down, the things that I want to talk about today, the big news that happened politically, the things I want to discuss. Please jump on in, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. Please get this out there. The more people watch it, the more it motivates me to get out there and do it. And I've been ready to do this all day. I'm super excited. I got a bunch of stuff done, and made time. I got on a little earlier than I usually do. Usually it's either really late or I don't do it till Tuesday. But I was like, yo, Mondays is the day. Mondays is the day I got to put everything out there. So let's just get it out. I did promise. Somebody. I would give a shout out, or two people I'd give a shout out. Chris Sanchez and his wife, Erica Sanchez. I literally just got off the phone with him. He wants me to come over and hang out, and he doesn't want me to come over and hang out. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. Apparently, he didn't get his chores done, or he did get his chores done, or he wants, I don't know. His wife's working from home. I don't know the situation. But apparently, I'm supposed to be going over there to hang out after this. I told him I have to get this done, so this is priority. This is a goal. This is something I'm completely invested in doing once a week. If something happens and I can't get it done, you guys will be the first to know. But a shout out to Chris and Erica Sanchez, two of my best friends in the entire world, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, episode 7, man. And here we go. That's the name of the title, and you're going to understand why. First thing I want to talk about, man, AOC. She's back in the news again. She had this live stream. I honestly, it was like 90 minutes. I could not even, I tried, man. I tried so hard to watch this whole thing. About her experiences during the Capitol insurrections and riots and man, okay. So here's the thing. For anybody who's ever been in a very high stress situation, your emotions get the best of you when it's a fact. I mean, we'll see. You can see what happens with it. It's absolutely stunning to me how she comes out. She says, "I was there, and they were after me," and da 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 da. And then it comes out that she wasn't even in the building where everything happened. And you have to understand, the Capitol is a massive complex. It's huge. Is there buildings? It's I can't even explain it. I've never been there, but I was recently looking at the map. She was in a building that was like a mile away, half a mile away or something like that. Bobby, what's up, dude? Stay tuned, man. I actually got something I do want to show you. So she's in this complex, and apparently a Capitol police officer knocked on the door. So we got to get you out of here. And police officers in those situations, they're not nice people. It's not their job to be nice. Their job is to be serious. We got to get you out. Apparently she was afraid for her life. Is this cop part of the problem? Robert Glass, man. Let me know how the movie is, man. And so this whole thing goes down, and she does this 90-minute freaking video about her horrific, experiences, and man, I'm not saying she was lying. I'm not saying that she was lying at all. I'm not saying that. People's experiences differ. I know this by experience. I know that she probably had adrenaline running through her. Apparently, somebody gave her shoes. Her shoes. I she was wearing high heels, and this poor aide, she's just got her first job in government. Like, hey, you're wearing tennis shoes. She needs them. But my point, the reason why I bring this up is, man, it's absolutely insane to me how there were congressmen, there were senators who were in the building where all this went down, people who are real heroes, people who suffered something traumatic, and the camera turns right to her because she's the darling of Congress. She's the socialist princess. And it just bugs me, man. I'm sorry if you guys are AOC fans. I don't think anybody who's watching or will watch this is an AOC fan. I think they all think that they're batshit nuts. But if you are, hey, I don't mean to pick and pry, man. But at the end of the day, playing the victim card, I'm not a fan of it, man. There are other people who were there. There were other people who were in that building. There were police. There's the videos of the police officers who were just shocked. There's the Congress people, the congressmen and congresswomen, and the senators who were, their stories. They're the stories I want to hear. I want to know what they went through. Instead we go to this lady who was a mile down the road. And oh my gosh, it just frustrates me, man. She's just the devil incarnate, dude. I swear. Anyway, so that's all I got to say about that right there. I don't have a lot to say about her, but I just, you watch it. She's crazy, man. She's absolutely batshit left wing crazy. The media man is playing this whole thing up. I keep seeing these awesome posts. The biggest enemy to the state, the enemy to us is not. It's the media, man. They're picking and choosing. And I had a great conversation with a lady today. She was talking about COVID, and she's this and that, and da 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 da, and all the doctors and all the nurses, and I kind of had to set her straight. My dad, he works in the hospitals, and his experience was at first we were overwhelmed because we didn't have a plan. Now we're kind of under control. We're getting things ready. We're not. It's not as crazy as it was. We have a section and all this stuff. And for me to say that to her, she was like shocked, like, but CNN and MSNBC and CBS said, and I'm like, I'm getting this from the source. So, um, the devil wears a suit and tie. Yes, 100%. Why? Yes, You know what? Yeah, yeah, he does. He does 100%. Second point, man. COVID relief bill coming through. Holy cow! If you did not see this, this is what happened. Apparently, the Senate had to work. They had to work a 24-hour shift. I, I, I got two guys on here commenting. Both who I love and respect and admire with all my heart. They're my brothers. We've gone through some things together. They know about working 24-hour shifts. And I know about working 24-hour shifts. So the Senate finally had to work a 24-hour shift, and it was for the COVID relief bill. $1.9 trillion. I've already explained this in a video before. Everybody, the small businesses that need this, I am 100% for supporting those small businesses. Those families who need this, I am 100% for supporting those families that need this. But when you read through where the funding is going, it's like $250 billion is going to foreign aid. There's a lot that doesn't make sense, and it's because they're packing the bill. Chris, what's up? I already gave you your shout out. You're gonna have to wait. After I get done, you can watch it back. I gave you your shout out. I did it out of love. I'll see you in a few minutes. So they packed this bill with all this stuff. Cool. But here's the problem with it. Here's the problem with this $1.9 trillion relief bill. I've already pointed out in a previous video that 23.6% of the United States' money was printed in 2020. Again, what happens when you print money which has no value backing it? Inflation. If you read your history books, and children, if you do read your history books, I know some of the history books you read now won't have anything to say. They won't mention any of this because they've all changed. But that's what happened to Germany after World War One. They were literally printing money that had no value. During World War One, a loaf of bread cost 1 mark. In 1920, a loaf of bread cost 10 million marks. So inflation will completely obliterate, and that's what's going to happen. So another $1.9 trillion. No, we are a small business and get no love. You got nothing. Hang on, I'm going to come back to my point. So, and I'm asking Bobby Watson, again, who I respect and admire, love with all my heart, and my brother, you got no love whatsoever. And if you please explain in the comments, I would love to discuss this. So they're printing this money, and they're saying, I think $1,400 stimulus checks. It's absolutely insane to me that they just keep printing money. And now I'm getting word from somebody who I trust, and I trust what he's saying. And you should too, that he has a small business and he got no help. That's absolutely freaking insane to me. Because that's what everybody's telling us what these checks are for, what these packages are for, all this stuff is for. So if he's not getting checks, I'm kind of wondering. I know the first one that came out a year ago, all the loans, the small business loans, the whatever, It's been proven that the big banks went through and they loaned them all up to bigger conglomerates. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus, but I guess $1.4 billion went to the Catholic Church, which is already a $3 billion a year um, bank. I guess is what you would call it. It's absolutely insane to me that's happening, and I'm sorry that it's happening, Bobby Watson. And back to your point a few videos ago, what do we do to change it? This happens with us, man. We got to get out there. We got to vote for our local government, our mayors, our city councils, our county commissioners, whatever we got to do, man, because this is getting out of whack really quick. Here's the thing with this vote, though. It was 51-50. So it came down to Kamala Harris, come along, ding dong, whatever, however you say her name, the woman with no race. It came down to her. How do you think she's going to vote? The Senate is pretty much split down the middle. I think it's 50-48 with two independents. We knew this was going to happen. And everybody's excited about getting their checks or getting whatever. I used to think until I did my research that I'm just being paid with my own tax dollars. That's what I thought. Until somebody made a point, dude, they're just printing money. So I did my research. Sure shit enough. Guess what happens? They're just printing money. So where are my tax dollars going? Where's this? And it raises a lot of questions. The other thing about this stimulus package that's coming out that has to get approved, it's the big businesses reaping. I'm gonna get back to that. As a small business owner with 3 employees, we do not qualify for the PPP. They gave us no reason why. They just said no. Which is wow. I'm reading these comments, guys. If you're reading these comments, dude, that's insane. Just shitty, but we will grind for our dream and not rely on the government. Dude, that's deep. I like that last part. We will grind for our dream and we will not rely on the government. I love that. And I don't necessarily know what your business is. I've seen some pictures, man, but I'm a supporter. If you have T-shirts or hats, whatever for sale, let me know. I'll buy some up. Mom, so you're stuttering. My mom. Hi, Mom. Man, truth doesn't bother me. So back to this stimulus thing, man. Why it's bugging me so much is because people inside that stimulus check, inside this bill, is Joseph B. Williford Johnson III Biden, whatever his full freaking name is. He said that there's gonna be a package for people if you don't feel safe enough to return to work, the government will help you. We live in a generation. All these people right here, I'm looking at these comments. All these people right here are grinders, man. These are workers. Bobby Watson, Robert Glass, Chris Sanchez, Erica Sanchez, my mom. My mom's been working her whole life. Anybody else who's watching, I know you're a grinder, because if you weren't a grinder, if you were a troll, you'd be doing whatever you do in the thing. We grind. We work our butts off. This is what we do. Okay? If we want something, we work. We have a goal, we go for our goal until we attain our goal. But now he's saying that if you don't want to work, you're going to be provided a monthly check because of your safety. I don't know about you, but I'm not really afraid of a virus that I have a 98.6% chance of surviving. Do I think COVID is a 100% real thing? Yes, I do. I know it's a real thing. I'm not stupid. But what I am saying is you are literally handing these lazy SOBs a chance to be lazy, to sit at home, and do nothing and collect a check. Guys, this is America. This is the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. This is where your dreams come true. I knew Bobby Watson when he was my supervisor for a company, and apparently he's a small business owner, the backbone of what used to be the backbone of the American economy. I don't know if it is anymore because they're just destroying small business. But he's going out, making his dreams happen. Boom. Instead of raising the minimum wage and giving stimulus checks, we should have reduced payroll taxes. I agree with that 100%. Buck up, go to work. People are using COVID as an excuse. 100%. Just clarified that. 110% by these two gentlemen right here. They know what they're talking about. You know, they're smart. You know, and for people, and if please like, share, and comment on this. And for people, and I wanted to get to the trolls. I want them to know how dumb they're being. But for them to accept a free check, dude, we don't do that here. We don't. I've been working since I was 16 years old. My mom, she was 7 or 16 years old. Bobby Watson, you know, all you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys have been working a very long time your entire lives to get what you want. You know, what I'm on right now, this is months and months of overtime, this whole setup. You know, this mic, these headphones, this Mac, my phone, everything I use to do what I'm doing now. I had a goal. I needed to buy the equipment. That's why I fell off for a little bit, and now I'm back, and I have all the stuff I want. I need more, so what am I doing? I'm working for it. I'm fixing to go back to school. What do I got to do? I got to work to get to that position. Anybody who has a goal or a dream, and this will get talked about more in the future, anybody who has a goal or a dream, nothing is ever handed to you. You sweat, you bleed, you cry, you crawl. If anything, you do not stop moving. You go for your goal. And now you got the government saying, oh, we're just going to give you free money. I'm trying to do my Joe Biden impression. I can't do it as well as other people. You know, and it's insane to me. It's insane to me. The raising of the minimum wage. I've talked about this before. You raise minimum wage. Minimum right now, I said it in a video, a gallon of milk costs $2. I remember when a gallon of milk cost $1. I remember when gas was 99 cents a gallon. I remember, and there's some older folk who watch it are going to go, I remember when gas was 72 cents a gallon. Well, I wish. I wish. But now that $2 a gallon of milk is going to be $7 for a gallon of milk. It is absolutely... I'm getting out of hand. I'm getting off topic. I'm getting out of hand. I got one more point I want to make. Some announcements. But it's absolutely insane to me. How do we change this, guys? It starts with our local and small government. We've got to go out. For those of you who live in northern Nevada, I know you guys have a county board or a city board. You don't have a mayor. Here with me, it's my county commissioner. You go out and you talk to your congressman. You talk to, you organize. And it starts on the state level. It starts, and then it goes up to the congressional level, the Senate level, and you get out there and you make your voices be heard. People ask me all the time, Tex, why do you do this? Why only 150 people are watching? Because that's 150 people that this message is reaching to. I'm not in it for the money. Trust me, I'm pretty sure I have an appeal. I was demonetized by Facebook. I put an appeal out there. We'll see what happens. I'm doing this because I love talking about this stuff. And I'm inviting every single one of you to have a conversation. One person in this whole time is taking me up on on that offer to hit the join button and jump on and have a conversation with me. Or if you live in the northern Arizona area and you want to set up an interview and talk about this stuff, I've got cameras, I've got mics, I got headphones, I got computer screens, I got monitors. Let's do it. This is what it was founded on, having a conversation, hence why I named it Let's Have a Conversation. My final point. This one is going to grinding my gears. Oh, buddy. Ow, and I know most of you people watching this are going to be as grinded. Sheila Jackson, Congressman, District 14, Texas, from the Houston area, comes up and proposes a new bill for gun restrictions. Oh, buddy. Oh, man, this gets, ooh, man. All right, new gun legislation states, in order to buy a gun, you will need to do a psych evaluation. They will have to have an interview with your spouse and your former spouses to conclude whether or not you are able to own a firearm. It's an $800 licensing fee. 10-round magazines for assault style weapons like AK-47s. And I'm laughing at the previous spouse thing. I'm pretty sure, if you had to talk to some of my previous spouses, no, he's nuts. It already happened to me once. I'm good. It sucks. But here we go. Here we go, guys. This is why I said, and here we go. This is where I told you this was going to happen. A lot of people said this was going to happen. But Adrian, the Second Amendment, it says that you can own a firearm. So we're saying you can still own a firearm, but you just have to work a little harder. So I have to pay an $800 fee, get a psych evaluation, and you have to interview my spouse, if I have one, my former spouses, and two other people as character witnesses. So basically, you're telling me that it's guys. Okay, first of all, this is bullshit. I hate using rough language. I'm really trying to change that on here. But this is bullshit. This is 100% bullshit. This is a push, and this is why she did it. I'm gonna give you the exact reason why she did it right now. She saw what happened in the Senate. It's going to go through Congress. Congress is controlled by left wing and Democrats and liberals and socialists. It's going to go through the Congress. Get a bill passed. Where do you go? You go to the Senate. I hope not. God, I hope it doesn't come down to Kamalama Ding Dong or whatever her name is. But it could. And if it goes through, Joe Shibadin, he's going to sit there and he's going to sign it. But here's the thing. It's unconstitutional. In the Second Amendment, there's a line at the very end of that Second Amendment. Shall not be infringed. Okay? This is taking it way over the line. Right? If this doesn't go through, Joe Biden's going to try and pack the courts. He's going to try and get a couple more Supreme Court justices. 9 is the perfect number. I've already talked about this, so I'll gladly talk about it again. But if you do this, if this bill passes, and I'm declaring it right now, if this happens, holy shit, get ready, because there's a few things in America you don't mess with, and one of them is our guns. Okay, and this only affects the law-abiding citizen. Okay, how are you going to get those guns off the street in Houston, in her own district? How are you going to get those guns off the street in Chicago? How are you going to get those guns off the street in East LA? How are you going to get those guns off the street in New York? I can go down the list of cities, Seattle, Portland. I can go down and down and down and down and down the list of cities that have gun problems, but they have the strictest gun laws in the entire country. I was reading a story earlier about a guy who went to New York, and he followed all the protocol. He was visiting his family for like 3 weeks or something like that. He went there. He had to put the gun in a gun case with a lock. He had to sign a permit. He had to get all this stuff. He was put in jail for 2 of the 3 weeks he was in New York for bringing a firearm into the city of New York City, even though he had the paperwork and he had everything just, perfect. So the strictest gun laws in the strictest cities obviously don't work, and you're imprisoning a law-abiding citizen. And this is what they're talking about doing. This is why we can't find ammo. This is why we can't find mags. Thank God today, my dad called me and says, hey, this certain store has ammo, go right now. I hopped in the truck, I went, I got it, boom. We have been doing this circuit, man, every day or every week. We go to every store to see what they got. And we're good. We did a count today. We're doing all right. Let's see here. Comments, entitled generation. Thank God my sons are not like that. Well, you taught us well, Mom. They won't get enough votes for it. That sucks. Oh man. So this thing, people. But here's the thing: is it could, and I'm not trying to disagree with Robert Glass. I love Glass. He's my boy. I love him. But it could come down to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court, they wouldn't even hear the evidence that was brought up. Dude, that's sad, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. Dude, that sucks, man. I'm really sorry that you lost all your guns in a boating accident. That sucks, man. I'm really sorry. I mean, you should should try and fish those bad boys out. But hey, dude, it happens, dude. I love that story. But it could come to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court wouldn't even hear the evidence about the election interference, even though there is evidence. There is evidence, and they wouldn't even hear it. So it's a toss up. But here's the thing, and I'm gonna declare right now: if you come for our guns, get ready. It's not going to be, and don't bend the knee to these people, guys. This is not what we do. Okay? You don't mess with our Constitution. You don't mess with our freedom of speech. You don't mess with our guns. You don't mess with, our right to a fair and speedy trial. You don't mess with this stuff. Now you're digging, and now even though we can have a gun, the empty brass shells. Cling-a-ling-a-ling. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. You damn it, Bobby, you got me off my topic. Oh, you start doing this, we're gonna get pissed off. And I'm not saying there was gonna be a giant civil war, and there might be, but I'm not saying, hey, let's all run across the government. Da, da, da. I'm saying you can't do this. And if you do this, you're going to come across a lot of people who aren't happy. And I just want you guys to be aware of this. Check out, if you get a chance, Colion Noir. Colion Noir is a lawyer, but they can mess with our rights and stop them in civil war. Okay, but they can mess with our rights, and who will stop them in civil war? Okay, I'm going to answer that right there. They've been messing with their rights, but here's the problem. This is why I get on here and I do this. Nobody is doing anything. Everybody's complacent. Ronald Reagan said it best. The most dangerous words you can ever hear is, "I'm here from the government. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help." They think they're helping us. And people like me, I don't care if people don't like my opinion. This is fact. This is researched all week long. These 3 points right here, researched all week long. Fact check me, Facebookers. Fact check me, PolitiFact, whoever it is. I've been fact checked 100 different times for 100 different posts. Don't care. But my point is if you have a voice, they cannot do this. And people were laying down and saying, oh, well, it is what it is. We just got to bear 4 more years of Biden. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't bend the knee. I don't live in England. I don't eat tea and crumpets. Scones are fire, though. I will eat a scone. I'm not going to lie to you. A good scone with little fire. They did something right. I don't watch soccer. I watch football. I don't watch football. I watch football. Why? Because this is America. All right? So with that comment right there, and who will stop them? All we have to do is say, I'm plugging Graham Allen again. Make us. And as soon as we say that, here's what happens. Here come the little blue helmets. Here come the UN. Here come all these people. And that's when people wake up and say, holy shit, what did we do? I did not vote for Joseph Biden. I'm the first one to admit that. I did not. Guys, freaking dementia ridden. Anyway, but this is the path we're down now. This is what's happening. Okay, so now we gotta eat crow a little bit, but we have a voice. And use these platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. What's the new one? Not Parler. Parler got shut down. Telegram. Use these platforms, YouTube, anything you can to get your message out. They cannot shut us all down, and as soon as they do, people then start to realize. You're starting to see people, Graham Allen, Michael Harris Jr., or David Harris Jr., Adam Calhoun, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens. You're starting to see these people who have these messages, who make good points, and they're getting shot up. Voting isn't safe. We have to protect our own until we get rid of the media with mail, and we have mail carriers give us news. We're fucked. You know what? I see your point there. Voting is not safe. I know in Arizona, I know there's a huge investigation going on right now about the Dominion voting machines and voter fraud. It just started, I think, last week. Last week or this week or something like that, where they're actually doing a forensic and they're trying to stop it. They're trying to stop it from happening, but it won't. Our state Congress and our state Senate won't allow it. So they're going to try and implement laws to where they don't use digital voting machines anymore. But yeah. Shout out to X, man. It seems like I'm so as well. Thanks, I also. How about that 200 rounds? Yeah, we did buy ammo today. All right, those are my points, guys. I'm just gonna leave it there. Please, like, share, comment. These comments are coming in. I'm trying to answer them the best I can. I plan on doing this weekly. You spelled business wrong, Chris. I'm trying to do this weekly, man. Last week it was super scattered because so much came in. I had a conversation with my mom, of course. My mom watches the show. Hey, Mom. And she's like, you seem scattered. I was like, it was just a lot, you know. And this week I broke it down to 3 or 4 points. I was super excited to get on here and talk about this stuff. I will be back next week. Here's the deal. I have been getting flooded with messages about Motivation Monday. Guys, it's coming. I literally had to buy a whole new program. I've worked it. I've edited it. I got some shots today. I'm hoping the first episode will be on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which will launch next Monday after the show with the first episode of Motivation Monday. I also met with a guy. His name is Jared today. Hence the hat. He does some advertising. He does some signs. I actually got the idea from Bobby Watson. Bobby Watson, a few years ago, a company we used to work for, he went to a guy who kind of did the same thing and made us hats. And so I went and got a hat made, and he sampled the hat. He put the hat together. He asked me what my message was, what I wanted it to be about. We went through some designs. The sample cost $60, but he gave me a deal. It only cost me, I think, $25. You know, Bobby Watson, do me a favor. Plug in, if you can, plug in a website or plug in something that we can support your business. And if you have t-shirts, if you have hats, if you have whatever, guys, get this guy's business out there. Let's get it going. Anyway, so with Motivation Monday, this is the sample. So I'm extremely proud of how it came out. We're working on a deal where we can get hats made, maybe some t-shirts. The front says "Stay Motivated." Of course, I got the old American flag. And then on the back, you're going to see my hat mark on my head. But on the back, it's got the SM for Stay Motivated. I was super excited to make this, and I was, really happy how it came out. He did a great job. He works for Lids. And then he's branching off on his own, and so he did a great job. His name is Jared, man. Shout out to Jared. If you watch this, he works at Lids part-time. He does his own business full-time. So he made these, man. They came out great. The samples have been drawn up. We got hats coming. We got t-shirts coming. Again, is all this stuff costs money. So the more you get it out there, the more we can pump into it. Anyway, so that's the deal with Motivation Monday, man. I'm super excited. Chris Sanchez, you see just commenting up. He was, you can do some filming and then tomorrow. No, I had to get it done today. Anyway, so yeah, the editing is in process. New program, new everything. The hat, so I'm super excited how the hat came out. Um, Other than that, man, um, I don't have a lot anything else. I don't have much more to say. This is a little bit longer than I usually do. I usually do 20, 30 minutes, about 40 minutes. But as always, if you're watching, I want you to know I don't care about your sex, your creed, your religion, your race, your background. I love you all. This is a conversation. This is why we're having it. I love you all. As always, stay motivated. Get out there, kill the weak, man. This is episode 7 of Let's Have a Conversation, and I will see every single one of you next week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.